Hey ninjas, Rick here from Wedding Workflows, and I wanted to ask you a question. How are you currently collecting your vendor details? I'm guessing you're sending out a pre-wedding questionnaire in your Studio Ninja asking your couples to fill in all the details of the vendors involved in their wedding, like the business name, their website, their Instagram handle, and their email address. And then one of three things is probably happening. Either they're doing a terrible job of it, or you're doing a terrible job of it, or no one's doing it at all, because it is a massive pain in the butt. Retyping out those same details, trying to find the email address on a website that's hidden, trying to then get the Instagram handle, put it all on the list, is just a huge waste of your one finite time on this planet, right? And that means you're missing out on all the benefits that come with collecting those vendor details, because it can really help you build your rapport within the vendor industry. It also helps you share your work with all those vendors and gets your work in front of their audiences, which is probably your target audience. So what I've done is I've built a tool that helps collect those vendor details as painlessly as possible. And I'm going to show you this now, what the experience would be like for your couples. So let's go down and start typing in my vendors. All right, let's say I'm getting married at Stones of the Yarra Valley. Boom. So you can just see straight away, it's auto-filling, right? It just takes one person to put this information into the database, and then everyone else from then on doesn't need to look for the website, look for the handle, look for the email address. All right, so my celebrant is Damon Hughes, and my videographer is Allure Productions. My dress designer is Grace Loves Lace. I'm going to move this guy over here. The boutique. Raphael. Suit designer is Men's Club. My florist is Sugar Bee. Oh, Sugar. And let's also add in some live music. Toby. Here we go. So already you know just how long this would have taken you or your couples to look for and source all this information. All right, so now I'm going to send that off. And for your couples, that just means that it's done in seconds, right? Incredibly painless for them. Now, on your end, you're going to go into your dashboard and you can sign up for free at vendordetails.com. And I'm just going to refresh here, and the event should come up here in the recently completed events, right? Rick and Nadia. I'm going to go down, and now, as a photographer, let's say the wedding's finished, you want to make a blog. And in that blog, you want to tag the vendors that were a part of the day, showing their websites, right? Because then when that blog goes out, because you are collecting their email addresses, so you can send this blog to all your vendors, they can see that you're doing a great job advocating for them, showcasing who was involved on the day. Now, typically, you would have to be typing out, all right, the photographer was me, the venue was this person, and then hyperlinking to their website, right? Not anymore. All right, you could just copy this text, and I've got a little post here ready, and paste, and you can see that it's already done. All right, so right there in the format that you want to do it. Now I'm going to go back, and the next thing I'm probably want to do is make an Instagram post. All right, so you can see here that it's already formatted in the way that you would typically like to write it. And we've got another little trick here as well, which is our Instagram caption generator. Now, I hate spending my time writing Instagram captions, so I personalize how I want the AI to write in my style, including examples of how I've written captions in the past, and you can do that in your settings. But we also just want to give the AI a little bit of context that it can kind of mention about the day. Let's say that the bride arrived at the ceremony on horseback, and we can even upload an image. So this just gives that AI, something to talk about. So I can see the image. So that's going to be like the first image of the carousel. I can see, right, there's some beautiful festoon lights. It was raining, and the bride arrived on horseback, and I have all the vendors. So I know where the wedding was, who was involved, and now I can give you an Instagram caption. Great. So obviously just done in seconds versus half an hour probably would have taken you to put all this together. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and let's just open up let's see if this thing's working. Okay, so we can open up our app. Now that's actually just a home screen redirect. You can set that up here in the settings. I'm going to click on Reconadia, and here we can copy all our Instagram handles for posts and reels. So the difference between the one for posts and the one for stories is that the one for stories just doesn't have the couple photographer. It doesn't have that vendor type, and it just makes it easy to copy all of that, put it into a story, hide it out of frame, and then all those vendors get that option to click that great button that says add to story. So you're doing their marketing for them and you're getting your photos in front of their audiences painlessly. Now we've already copied our Instagram caption here. So I'm going to go into Instagram and paste. And you can see just how fast that is. And after that, the other thing we're going to want to do is write an email to all of the vendors involved. So this just gives us all the emails ready to go. So I'm going to copy there, go to my email, paste them in, and now I can send them the link to the gallery. This is very easy to integrate into Studio Ninja. And I'm going to show you how to do that now. So we're going to come back into our dashboard, go to our settings, and then down the bottom here, you can click on Studio Ninja. All right, so I've already written you out an email template. And this link, it just utilizes the variables, the job variables that you already have in your Studio Ninja job for your couple, so that they don't need to type out their name, their email address, the name of the event again. All right, I'm going to click copy to clipboard, and in our Studio Ninja, go into email templates, add new template. Let's say vendor detail collection, and the subject vendor deets, and paste. Okay, save email template. And now I'm going to go into a job to show you how that comes out. Oh, also adding this into your workflow. I'm sure you're familiar with doing that. So let's go into a wedding workflow, add a new workflow task, automation, send vendor details. Our action is to send an email. Next, I'm going to choose that email we just made, which was vendor detail collection. And I like to send mine out kind of 2 months before the wedding day. Save workflow task, and that's now in there. SNED vendor details. Okay, now I'm just going to show you what that looks like. All right, now this link, don't worry, it's going to look like crazy right here, but I'm going to send that email, and you can see that on the client's end how it comes out. So I'm made myself the client here, so we can go into my email and see. So not that one. Here we go. It's just coming. Vendor deets. Hi Rick, please help me click the vendor details. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to come to this page here where we can see that the name of our wedding, first name, last name, email address has already been entered, because that was all variables in your Studio Ninja profile. So your couple just has to enter in their Instagram handles and click create event, and then they're taken to the form. All right, now you can customize your form to appear in the colors of your business. You can also change the order of the vendors and how you want them to appear, and you can pre-fill your particular details as well, so they don't even need to start typing that out. So there we have it. Vendor details done for you as painlessly as possible, saving your couples and yourself a ton of time and helping improve your relationship with your other vendors. All right, enjoy.